Hi there guys, it's Pip here. So this is a quick video for today. And today I really just want to talk to you about overwhelm, because so often in our lives we take on too many things without noticing, and we do it with good intention, but often it can leave us with a lot of stress. So you might find in your life that you have many things going on. Most of us do. So you might have a family, and you might have, of course, your work, which takes up another huge chunk of your life. If you do then have any energy left, you might have a club or an organisation that you're part of. You might have lots of friends who you try and see, or just maybe one or two. And here's what I've really realised in sort of, I suppose over the past few months, but also particularly today. So I was thinking about a lot of things because I'm trying to streamline my life, basically. I've taken on far too much in the past few months. It's been very, very turbulent and challenging. I did that because I was trying to find my way. So I left my job and I've tried a range of different things. But I was just taking on far too much. And the one thing that I've realised that is beneficial to my health is just doing one thing and doing it not obsessively, but consistently. And I think that when we have so many things going on in our lives, sometimes we do have to make some big changes. And I've realised that actually the level that we're able to take on things is different for everybody. So my ability to take things on is not as great as a lot of my family members. That's just due to my personal history. I'm not able to cope with as many things as I was able to before, which includes friends. At the minute, thankfully, I have 2 friends, and that might seem like a very lonely life, but that's all I need. I realised that maybe a lot of the people I was in contact with weren't quality, or I was giving out a lot and maybe not receiving as much back as I'd like. So I've had to really cut down on the friends level in particular, and I've been left with 2 very good quality friends, which has actually been really good. And the reason is because it has allowed me to focus and concentrate on that more with the energy and the time that I do have. And of course that improves quality in any area of your life. If you're trying to do like kind of 3 jobs, for example, how good is the quality that you're giving in those individual jobs? Because it's better if we just do one thing and give all our energy to that, rather than dividing our energy up into a pie chart of different tasks. And it is hard. Sometimes you do have to be ruthless and say, I want this, but is it really contributing to what I want in my life? I mean, some people, they do like lots of things going on in their life. That gives them that level of variety, that level of fulfillment and happiness, and they like having lots of friends and like doing different things in their job. Everybody's different, so you have to look at the level that's different and unique to you. And as I say, my realisation is that everybody's level is different, and that my level is lower than everybody else's. And that's actually okay. It's okay not to take on 1,000,001 things. I'm on a training module at the moment. I've just started a new job, and it's quite an interesting company because they seem to be quite bothered about how we are as an employee, which doesn't happen in every organisation, sadly, even in the 21st century. But I've just been in a module about stress, and it had something from Mind, which is a charity to do with not mental illness by any means, but just everyday thoughts and feelings, because we all have thoughts and feelings, and we're not going to be skipping around like a happy bunny 365 days a year. Life is real, things happen, and there are times when we all are genuinely sad, or genuinely angry, or frustrated, or confused, or feeling hopeless. And yeah, Mind was very interesting in that regard, and it was one of the things it said is, do not take on other people's problems unless it's positively and with intention. So you say you have, for example, a really close friend and you are bothered about how he or she feels, but don't take on every man and his dog's problems. I myself, for example, have a large family. I am very family orientated, but sometimes just to even sit there and think about all the different members of your family, your brain is pretty crammed. So don't take on too much, and don't be afraid. And this does take a while to develop, I must say, to put yourself at the forefront of your life. I woke up this morning and I was like, I've got to get my life straight and I've got to do it for me now, because sometimes, I'm like, oh, I haven't met up with that person, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, and what will people think, or am I being cruel if I don't offer to meet up with them? And sometimes, you just got to put yourself first, because you can end up doing a lot of things and getting nowhere. So you do have to be a bit, not ruthless, but you do have to be selfish in a good way. Don't be afraid to be yourself, and don't be afraid to say, you know what, this is my level, I am not happy taking on anymore, because that's when my level of stress kicks in. I know it's different for somebody else, but this is what is comfortable for me. I don't want to stop growing and developing, but I don't want to just take on everything and just feel completely overwhelmed. We've all had that sensation, I'm sure, and it's not a very nice feeling. I've been through it many times myself. I've been at many points where I've just had a million and one things going on, and I've been like, what do I do? Why am I doing this? And just been in a state of just deep uncertainty, really. And obviously I don't want you guys to go through that. So that's my message for today. I hope it has been useful to you. I would love you to comment below. Just give me some feedback even. Tell me something like, oh, the light in the curtain that's too bright and things like that. It would just be great to have some input. So I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. If I have a message to give, I'm not going to do a video if I don't have anything of value to give to you, because it's a waste of your time and it's a waste of mine as well. And I will see you later on. You take care of yourself, and maybe if you are taking on a million and one things, maybe just have a real look at your life and think, is everything that I'm doing necessary? The thing I've learned about giving up things is quite often you have to take things that are nice or normal. It's not necessary, for example, that you see your friend every weekend. It's a nice idea. You'll probably feel bad if you don't meet her every weekend. If you change that to every other weekend, it's not going to be the end of the world if you are true friends. So don't be afraid to make those changes and say to people, I just need some space in my life. I just need to take less things on, and I'm just cutting down in areas, not because I want to cut down on people, but because I want to be there and be fully present when I'm doing whatever activity it is I'm doing. So that is all from me, and I'll see you next time. You take care. Bye now.